Listen to you. Drink more.
Welcome back. We are playing in round three, and this is a reasonable hand. What do you think? Kevin can't see it. We're once again joined by Kevin.
Ta-da! I think this is a reasonable hand. I think, are you on the play or the draw?
I'm on the draw.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. I think you would love to draw.
A Rot
Oh,
Shambler? Yeah.
oh, Roshan would be fine too. Transgress would be better, I think. Again, two drops in this format aren't super important.
Yeah, that's true.
More about your.
Hey, mama.
I mean, asking you shall receive.
So, does it bother you that our opponent's username is Cysts in the Mist?
It's a little weird.
I'm not.
Um,
Go
I
ahead.
kind of want to say that your opponent is playing green, and that I'm comfortable with beating them. But so what do you do next turn? Are you jamming with the Rot Chandler? Is the question
I think
of
we play the Call the Scions and then jam with the Rot Shambler.
so
Especially since we
you're
drew this Eyeless Watcher.
so yeah. So you're okay with losing both Scions and I guess you're only losing one Scion if you jam.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, in either case, you're only losing one Scion.
Yep.
And if
That's
they only block with one, it's a one for one, which would be probably their best scenario. So yeah, no, that's great. Now it's a half for one.
yeah. It's pretty good.
Now it's a half for half.
Yeah. But we got their Scion out of the way and we have a 2-2 and they have nothing.
Yeah, no, that's great. I like that. So next turn, what are your thoughts on just like playing Hedron Archive?
I'm a little sketched out by it.
All right, I think the Eyeless Watcher may still be the best play.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially
Uh,
since my opponent has a bunch of like X ones.
yeah, no, that's fair.
And by
Is
a
that
bunch
good?
I mean one.
So what could they play for at instant speed? Like, let's assume they do nothing in their second main because they're bad and cast their creatures in the first main.
I think that they could play Natural Connection, and that's what they're going to do.
Sure.
Or they're
That
going
is
to play Titan Coils on my one creature that gets bigger, so that's also fine.
okay. Sure, no, that's fair. Um, so I think Hedron Archive is actually better here.
Yeah, I agree.
Because yeah, you don't really care about going around Jolly Offshoot. You kind of want to just like massacre everybody with a 6/6.
Yes.
Seems good.
And we have the Gruesome Slaughter attack tap play
You mean?
available with our
You,
Deathless Behemoth still.
I'm sorry, Morgan. You said Gruesome's laughter.
No. I mean, yes. I don't know.
I mean,
We could also Myers Malice with Awaken my opponent with three cards in hand.
so I think that I prefer Deathless Beam with this turn, just because you'll be having something to attack with next turn,
This is correct.
and then you can if your opponent doesn't play really anything, if they just go
They
like
might have a spell shrivel here.
they could, that's fine because they would also spell shovel your Mars Malice, and I think you prefer the Mars Malice to hit
Yeah, that's true.
over the Deathless Behemoth.
This is also true. I still
But it,
love.
it, it, it is Gruesome's laughter,
Oh, okay. Thank
right?
you for the correction. I did not know that, actually.
Yeah. Do you not see the? It is his name is Gruesome, and he's laughing,
Okay, so our opponent didn't crack the Blighted Woodland last
which
turn.
was very weird.
Yeah, super
Because
weird.
they would be able to still. Hmm. So what do you want to play here?
I want to play Eyeless Watcher and Dominator Drone, actually.
So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're gonna sack one of the scions
Yeah.
to do it. What about playing Eyeless Watcher and Bone Splinters?
Why? There's no
I
point.
was taking out the. How about you use your Rot Shambler?
What? It's a 4-2.
Okay, I'm just wondering if you can block the 3/3.
Well, I'm gonna. If I was gonna block the 3-3, I'd want to do it with the Dominator drone.
Sure, that's fair. All right, nope, that's a good play. I like it. Your opponent still is only playing one a turn, so they're still sitting on 3 cards, which means that they are interested in keeping some of them.
Hmm. Value. And by that I mean I'm still getting beaten down by a flyer.
Whatever. You get bone splintered.
Get bone splittered, friend.
I don't know why you call them friends.
Because it's more interesting than calling them bud or dude. Also, it's more gender neutral.
Mmm, that's fair.
Also, you know Doc, right? MTG Doc.
Yeah.
He says it and he sounds really cool when he says it.
All right. I mean, if you can't beat him, steal from him, right?
Obviously. Alright, our opponent casts Green Warden on Marasa.
That,
I think we bone splinters that
yeah,
like
no, we
right
bone
now.
splinter, yeah, because there's nothing to buy back. I really like that idea. Wait, stop. What about Gruesome's Laughter? Is that I'm just like
No, I think let's see.
because you could then kill off the Green Warden and the Sky Spawner, but you could kill off nothing else, right?
What if No, see the thing is I'd want to sacrifice a colorless creature to kill the Green Warden,
Yep,
but I'd also want to use that to bone splinters.
yep,
The mana doesn't work out, right?
yeah. No, that's fair. I just wanted to think through it.
Yep, yep. So we're gonna bone splinters this guy, sacrificing that guy.
Rot Shambler gets bigger.
Yeah, Rotchambler keeps getting bigger, dude.
It's gonna be able to attack soon.
Soon. Alright, what do you think of Myers Malice versus Deathless Behemoth?
I like Myers Malice here. He's got Clutch of the Currents.
Yeah, so I think what we do is we attack with Dominator Drone and the Eldrazi Scions.
Yeah, I think you jam with it all. Because
Except for
the
this thing.
yeah, I mean, you jam with everything that's not a defender.
Yes.
They blocked,
Our
and
opponent is playing white, just so you know.
okay. So that makes me more interested in playing the Deathless Behemoth, but not enough to not play Myers Malice because they might be just holding 2 white cards in addition to the clutch. You awaken a forest, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Additionally, having Myers Malice makes Gruesome Laughter a little bit
Oh yeah,
stronger.
no. Gruesome's Laughter is much better. You know where that comes from, right?
Nope.
MTA.
Oh, okay.
They did a draft one time
I haven't been listening to MTA
that
recently.
no, it wasn't one of their podcasts. It was the draft
Is it a
they
Patreon thing?
no they were doing it like a Monday or Tuesday night draft, and I like
Our
they were like,
opponent
hey,
is playing Prism Array, Kevin. Nothing else matters.
Morgan,
In the
what
2-0
did they
bracket,
what did
mind
they tell you
you.
about Pact for Wins?
That they're awesome value and you should always do them.
Yeah, all right. No, it's pretty good if you watch them join the queue, and then I join the queue about 20 seconds later, and Maria looks at the camera and goes, "Don't fucking ghost us, Kevin."
All right. Well, I
And
guess we're gruesome laughtering.
yeah, you're gonna gruesome laughter the shit out of things. Wait, what? All right, so they clutched twice.
Or we could just play Deathless Behemoth.
Yeah, I think like so. If you play gruesome's laughter, you have to tap both things and kill the thing, right?
Yeah. And
If you
then
just
we'd still be
play,
dead in the air. Yeah, Deathless Behemoth's much
yeah,
better. You're right.
yeah. I mean, you're dropping to two.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean those colors really can't do anything about it, right?
Yeah.
Like in your opponent's
Especially
top deck.
yeah, especially when our opponent's top decking.
Yeah, I still think jamming with at least one of the creatures is fine there.
No.
The Dominator drone, especially if they want to block, like, and then not get
I
an
think we
inject.
double block the forest. Because
Maybe
our opponent did not do that.
they
Okay.
don't attack. Yeah.
Sweet. Sweet.
All right, so now you hope for not spell shrivel.
So now we cast Gruesome Laughter.
Yep. And you go on a murdering spree.
Mm-hmm.
So Morgan, tell me how you feel about the fact that Blighted Woodland is untapped right now.
It's a little annoying, but our opponent doesn't have anything to bluff anyway,
Yeah.
so it
Okay.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's fair.
So basically, we're murdering our opponent's whole team here, which is pretty great.
Yep.
And now we get to do that trick that I told you about. Remember that one? Where we attack
Yeah,
with
that
Deathless
one where we
Behemoth?
attack, and then before it gets blocked, you can give something.
Oh golly, that's gross, lol. Yeah, that's what we've been setting up for this whole time, friend. That's how wraths work. Especially the one-sided ones.
Cysts in the mists.
So gross! One thing you don't know about me probably is I'm super squeamish.
I mean, now not only do I know that, but so do your viewers.
That's, yeah,
So that is a thing that they now know.
it's really bad. I don't like
It's on the tubes, Morgan.
it. Gross.
Just like the cysts.
Gross! So we can actually just kill our opponent this turn.
Uh-huh.
Remember what I said about complete disregarding their blocker and swarm surging for the win?
I think you said something along the lines of, "Hold on, let me pull up the Twitter tweet thing."
The Twitter
Um,
tweet thing.
uh, you will, however, let me rephrase this for the viewers. You will, however, have missed the time where we gripped our opponent's only blocker and the land they were turning with Coastal Discovery for the wind, though.
Alright, well, that's not what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, where our opponent's at 15, and we just play the Swarm Surge, of which we have 2 in our hand.
Mhm. And if friends, you decided that you've heard that recently or you saw that recently, yes, it probably was in match one when I was still driving home. So I have to go back and watch. If you could like link me to the specific time when that happened, that'd be great.
It's the end of match 1. Alright, what do you think about sideboarding? I think we don't do it.
So your opponent didn't play anything that really threatened you.
But
I
we
think
could put in the reclaiming vines because our opponent did fetch with their blighted woodland plains at a mountain.
for two colors. I'm not feeling that is. I think your opponent's taking a big enough risk that you don't need to worry about it.
That's a good call, Kevin.
Especially if they're going to be on the play this game. Now on the draw, them on the draw, I think it might be a different thing.
Alright, well, that'll be interesting to see if there is a game 3.
Yeah,
And rhymes. Oh, no.
I mean, I do want to see if there are cysts in the mist.
Gross! So gross.
Snap, keep.
Yes! This hand.
Morgan,
What?
how does it feel to be this good at this game?
Pretty good. Pretty
All
good.
right, that's good. Your opponent is playing first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. That's sweet.
Our opponent started out with a fertile thicket.
Morgan, how much do you wish that your forest was a fertile thicket?
Pretty hard actually.
All right. So the revealed is an island. So the two colors that we expect them to be playing, like most of their cards.
Hey, had it.
Yeah, no, I mean, always had it.
We're definitely running out the second raw shambler before we run out the call or something though.
No, you are not call first. I mean, you run out. Wow, buddy. These colors avant beatdowns.
I think we run out both raw shamblers first.
No,
You think?
because yeah, you go the next turn you call, and then the following turn you rot shambler jam with everything, and then like you rot shambler before you do anything else.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because you only the worst case scenario there is that you sack one of the scions and you're missing one pump on one of your Rosh Shamblers, right?
Yeah.
And especially if he's going to attack and leave you the ability to just get in without having to waste any of them.
Yeah. Man, this would be so much easier if we had another forest. Then we could play Rot Shambler, attack with everything, and then sacrifice both of our Eldrazi scions to play an Atlas Watcher.
Hmm. No, I don't like that.
We also have this Brood Monitor.
Yeah. I think you could. No, you can't play the next turn.
Nope, because we don't have another forest.
All right, so your opponent is playing a territorial behemoth. Baloth? Yeah, that's a Baloth.
Baloth, yeah. Not nearly behemoth sized. Oh, hey.
So, no.
Yes.
Oh, and then you're going to double sack and play
Yeah,
Eyeless? And then jam?
probably.
All right. I like where you're going with this, Morgan.
We're gonna always yield to these, by the way.
Stack the triggers.
This is just ridiculous. By the way, for those of you keeping track at home,
Yeah, if you think you've seen ridiculous before, you have not seen this.
I'm really glad we drafted this deck because the red deck might have been better if we had focused harder on it, but this is so much more fun. Especially when we got these two Rot Shamblers as late as we did.
I think this is a good like example of hey, green is open in a good way,
Yeah,
and I should be in it.
yeah.
I think that that's a very difficult. Like, I mean, you and I have had a couple of drafts recently where we've dabbled in green and we've been kind of, I think, trying it because we've seen it be open enough,
Hmm.
and it isn't necessarily true. Um, that is not a scary
It kind of
threat.
is.
Nah, that's fine.
We're gonna chump block this Eyeless Watcher, by the way, with this Eyeless
Oh yeah,
Watcher.
for sure. Wait, what? So hold on. Why is this scary?
It locks down one of our guys, which could be
Sure,
obnoxious, especially if
but
our opponent draws multiple islands in a row.
that's fine. I mean, your rot chambers are growing at the same speed, so
I think we
no.
just play another Eyeless Watcher next turn.
Um,
It doesn't necessitate us to sack any Eldrazi Scions.
no, you're right. You're right. Because if you had to sack them during combat, then you wouldn't have the surprise factor.
Correct.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Drawing Bone Splinters would be great, just saying.
Bone splinters are grip, but you know, a swamp hole, we'll take it.
Yeah, that works.
So I'm curious why you were playing the eyeless before the attacking.
Because our opponent needs to be scared.
Okay, swim surge.
Yes.
Sure, that's fair.
So our opponent probably has another island.
It's fine. I mean, your opponent doesn't blade at woodland,
Yeah.
so if they want to lock down some things during combat. Actually, that's like an adverse conditions right there.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
thanks for reminding me because I totally forgot.
yeah, no, your opponent actually can lock down your entire threat like network right there.
Also,
Uh,
I passed an Undergrowth champion for
okay,
a touch of
sounds
the
good.
void, so you know.
Just FYI, sounds good. Um, I mean, you're still going wide, so
Like, hella
uh,
wide.
yeah, I don't know if you
Like,
could go wider in this format.
yeah,
Like
most
maybe
trucks don't
Catacomb.
get this wide.
So, if your opponent only attacks with a beam or Bailoff, are you blocking?
Yeah,
All right. All right. Yeah, I mean, if they're attacking with both, yeah, then you definitely. But,
I think our Atlas Watcher isn't doing anything better.
yeah, that's fair.
And I'm definitely
Uh,
attacking with everything that I can next turn.
hmm.
You want to know why? Tightening coils. You got it.
I do want to know why.
Because
You.
if our opponent blocks Eldrazi Scions with Undergrowth Champion,
Yep.
we still get to take counters off of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And especially with the
Rude Monitor backup.
yeah, yeah, no, for sure.
Cool.
Mm. All right. That seems like an odd block a little bit,
Yeah.
but not much. Your rot shamblers are going to growing to massive sizes pretty
Yes.
quickly.
This one's already outgrown its stupid tightening coils.
Yeah, I know.
And we have more!
You tried to constrain me, but you could not.
Rawr. This card's so big. Would like a Bone Splinters, though, because our opponent having that Blighted Woodland is getting annoying. And us taking 5 in the air every turn. Also annoying.
Five in the air?
4.
Four in the
4 in
air?
the air.
All right, cool. I just, that number didn't make sense. I like how your opponent's still the only message they've sent to you is, "Oh golly, that's gross."
Yeah, it's Sis in the Mist is a cute way of talking. Our opponent deciding not to attack. I wonder why.
So, I mean, if they don't have another land, it'll be interesting. I mean, I think that clearly that they're going to adverse conditions you next turn. I think that you need to leave back a blocker. I don't think I need.
No.
Sure, whatever.
Also, drawing all these lands is BS considering I'm playing 17 in this deck.
Wow, it's ballsy in BFZ.
Yeah, I know. Well, I had so many good things. Especially like all the Call the Scions.
Yeah, no, that's fair. So what are your thoughts on attacking this
I'm
turn?
not attacking this turn.
That seems like a good call.
The Scions?
Hmm. This is game two.
Yep,
All right, you won game one.
handily.
Yes. So what is the best draw in your deck at the moment?
Bone Splitters. Or Grip, actually. Grip is probably better too.
Okay. I mean, both those sound good.
Any removal, I'd say.
Except complete disregard.
Yeah, complete disregard's a bit of a blank.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, a blank against the relevant threats.
yeah. I mean, like, your opponent is playing extremely conservatively, and they have a bunch of landfall stuff. So, actually, yeah, that's really bad. I mean, in the terms of, like, I'm just going to block with a Scion. It's not that terrible, but.
How do you feel about just blocking this with a Scion?
Oh, I think that's completely correct. Because otherwise you die, right?
Well,
Like,
I meant like trying to block it, multi-block it around Blighted
oh,
Woodland.
no, no, nope, not even close. Sorry. Was that a question? So, and here's why. I think that actually your best draw in this case is
We also passed an Ordinary Hydra.
okay,
Hey! What's our opponent at?
10. So, if you grip the Hydra and the Blighted Woodland, what happens?
We attack for 2, 4, 6, 8, 11.
All right, but your opponent blocks with one thing, right? Or is that counting the block?
No. Okay, so our opponent blocks our biggest thing.
Yep. So blocks of three. It takes 2, 4, and then it takes
6, 8. Awkward.
yeah. So you put them to 2. So how do you most awkwardly put your opponent?
I think we just attack with these guys.
Wait. Attack with everything.
No.
Attack with everything. Hold on. No, wait.
No.
You can do this,
Kevin,
right?
we're not killing them this turn.
No, because each Scion counts as 2 damage.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so it counts as 1
Oh, yeah,
damage.
you're right. It does. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we just grip
So
these two and attack with everything.
yeah.
All right.
Now, but if your opponent blocks correctly, they'll block a Rot Shambler. They're going to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're one off lethal.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So, how many Scions do you have to leave back to make
Not
that?
die.
Yeah, to not die.
So we can attack with 2 Scions. In order No, we have to leave back 3.
No, because the Undergrowth Champion has to block.
Yeah, the Undergrowth Champion has to block.
Yep, so that dies, and then you have to leave back 2 Scions to block both the Territorial Behemoth. No, because no. You grip the Ornreef Hydra and the 3/3.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so then you just need to leave back 1 Scion.
No, we need to leave back 2 still.
Why?
Because otherwise our opponent just kills us on the backswing.
Oh,
If they
yeah,
have,
yeah,
like, any land.
they have any land, or they crack Blighted Woodland.
Yeah.
So, hold on, then you need to leave back 4 Scions.
Yeah. So I think...
Okay, sorry. Alright, cool. We really mathed this one out, guys.
Okay, so option 1.
Option 1.
Grip
YOLO.
the Blighted Woodland and the Gordon Reef Hydra.
Yep.
And then our opponent has 2 ground blockers that we need to block. So we need to leave back 3 things because there's a good chance they just play a land.
Yep. Okay, so I think here's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
You attack, you grip the Ornreef and the Blighted Woodland.
Mm-hmm.
You attack with the Rot Shambler, and the Brood Monitor.
Mm-hmm. But then our...
And 1 Scion.
Yep.
And you let fate decide how dumb your opponent is. Right? Because hold on, no, because this is the right play. Because if your opponent doesn't block the Rot Shamblers, then he dies.
Okay, that's fair.
You can make the cysts explode in the
Gross! Gross! I hate you so much! Just like so much right now, Kevin.
But I did point out the fact that every sign is counting as 2
Yes,
damage.
thank you. I appreciate that. I
You're
forgot
welcome.
because we have two rot shamblers.
All right. Now, hopefully, we didn't take long enough that your opponent figured that out too. There is an advantage in Magic to playing quickly, right?
Yeah.
Because if you can quickly think through the lines, yeah, so like your opponent sees it and understands. Now they're blocking the wrong one, but that's okay. Like, right? Because they should block
Wait, wait,
the
wait,
one
wait,
that
wait.
you don't
Seven, eight,
sacrifice,
nine. No, we
right?
don't. No, we don't.
Yeah, no, you just kill that
Yeah,
thing. Your opponent could have attempted to trade with something,
yeah.
and they don't. This is why like this format is actually a lot of fun.
Mhm.
I like there's a lot of weird interactions that happen, and unfortunately, we actually don't get to see like this Rot Shambler one very
Oh
often.
shoot, we're just dead.
Um,
Our opponent
yeah,
had exactly evolving wilds.
yeah, no, you are, I believe, the definition.
Kevin, you can't
I'm
talk like that
sorry.
on my. This is a
Oh,
family-friendly stream.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody.
You don't sound sorry. Please break.
Please don't have a lane in your deck. Is that what you're asking for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It reminds me of that time that John Finkel, you know, made it so that his opponent didn't have a land in his deck.
I don't remember that time.
Uh,
What happened?
I think, like, if I remember right, Finkel ghost quartered, and his opponent was convinced that they were able to pay for something because the ghost quarter allowed them to search. And Finkel knew their deck list better than they did, so they didn't have the basic to search for. Like Finkel's entire move was based on
His
they don't
opponent
have
not
a
floating mana?
no, his opponent not having the land in their deck for the next turn.
Yeah.
And so they yeah, no, like they just didn't have it. And like Finkel knew their deck list better than they knew their deck
You
list.
want to hear
Like,
something gross?
yeah, what's that?
Ghost Quarter was in the same format as Bounce Lands.
Hmm. Yeah, that's kind of mean.
How does that make you feel, Kevin, as an Amulet Bloom player? As a seasoned Amulet Bloom player?
I
An,
don't
an Ambloom
like.
veteran, if you will.
Yeah, I don't like it very much.
So we have
I'm
to draw
watching the
removal before
World
our opponent.
2000. Wait, what's going on? Sorry.
We have to draw removal before our opponent goes ham with their stupid Guardian of Tazim.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the plan.
Yeah. Somehow I have found on YouTube the World 2000s final between John Finkel and Bob Marr.
The Bob Mar?
The Bob
Who
Marr.
do you think wins?
If I remember right, Bob Marr. I don't think Finkel's ever won Worlds, right? Like Finkel is a great Magic player, but I don't think he's actually like won in it. Oh no, he won the World Champs in 2000. All right, so he won that one.
Okay.
All right.
Spoilers.
I'm sorry, guys. Nobody expects Triple Chromatic Blast. That's great.
So, Kevin,
Yep.
how do you feel about the most recent results from the SCG Invitational? Have you been watching it?
Today?
Yeah.
No, I've actually been
Doing
busy
adult things?
doing adult things at work, so
Classic.
I have not. I do think that. Can I comment on last week's?
Yeah,
Like,
sure, go for it.
so I think it was interesting that there weren't very well-known players that won the last weekend's SCG event,
Remind
and
me
I
who
think
won
that
last weekend's SCG event?
uh, some guy's name that I can't pronounce.
Okay, that's
Oh.
descriptive. Thanks.
Yeah, no, there's actually a lot of players in MGG that I can't pronounce the name of, uh, but I will. Give me like 2 seconds and I'll pull this up. So it
Thank
was
you.
in
Yeah.
Denver. It was Denver, and it was Vikram Kudva.
Okay, yeah.
One using Esper. They called it mid range, but it was tokens,
Okay.
and he played a very like different deck. So something I find really interesting about like the recent standard results from events that are not pro tours is that Jeskai Black has fallen off completely. Right?
Why do you think that is?
I think that either players don't know how to pilot that super well, or that it finally has enough targeted hate.
What kind of targeted hate specifically do you think Jeskai
Uh,
Black faces?
Jeskai Black faces some surge of righteousness.
Is that
Um,
actually targeted towards them? I thought like the only thing that could target it or Surge of Righteousness could get from Jeskai Black was Mantis Rider, and some decks don't even play that.
yep, and then but then we also have self-inflicted wound,
Hmm.
um, which hits also Manus Rider, which is I guess like that is the thing
Okay, pause
that
for a second.
yep
Our opponent didn't play a land.
yep.
What do you think about hitting Undergrowth Champion with Bone Splinters, or can we take a hit or two from it?
Um,
I think
I
we can
think
take a hit.
I think you're fine taking a hit or two from it. I don't think you're in a great position with this hand though.
I like our hand. We just,
Oh yeah, Brood Butcher costs 5,
yeah.
right? Sorry, I don't play green in BFZ draft very often, so you know, sue me. Um, but with that being said, I think that that weekend that had the Grand Prix that the Eldrazi ramp deck like top forward.
Hmm.
I think Eldrazi ramp has really like thrown a wrench in Jessica Black's plan, and that's been interesting to watch because there's almost no way for Jessica Black to really interact with Abs or the Green Red Ramp deck or even the Green Blue one. Like if I cast Ulamog, you die.
This is true. Yeah.
So
What do you think about
uh,
the potential sideboard tech of active treason in the Jeskai Black deck? Do you think that would be too specific to the Eldrazi ramp deck?
so I think that that requires you to play Manus Rider more frequently in the Eldrazi ramp deck, or not? Sorry, in the Jessica Black deck.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, because so your goal by playing Active Treason is that you're going to kill them on the backswing, or is your question more that hey, I've got an enormous blocker? Because like Unlog is way better on the offensive.
Yeah, Ulamog. That's why I suggested active treason and not turn against, apart from the obvious mana cost differences.
Yeah,
Slabhammer, gross.
I think you're fine.
Yeah, I mean we're taking 5, and then
Yeah, I mean your opponent's gonna like think that they're being really clever right here, but um, all they really have is a bunch of mana dorks that are 1/1s, and I guess one of them is a 2/1 if you really want to get specific. But you can play Brood Monitor and
Bone Splinters.
mm,
I think we play Brood Monitor and Bone Splinters this turn. We don't block here.
yeah, um,
Oh, they're not actually returning a land to their hand, which is interesting to me.
yeah, that is. Hmm.
So I think we just play Brood Monitor first.
Yeah, that's fine. Because then you can jam with the Rot Shambler.
Hmm.
Um, So with all of my standard like commentary in, I've not played a lot of standard lately. Um,
What deck do you like in standard right now? If I were to tell you, shuffle up a deck, Kevin.
I hate all of them.
You heard it here first, folks.
I hate all of them. I actually think standard right now is not a lot of fun. I think that I really like the idea of a black white control deck
Hmm.
at the moment. I think that unfortunately Jace is too powerful.
What
He,
for black white control? Kind of tell
mhm.
me what you're thinking for black white control because there was the black white control deck that we saw a couple of months ago when Battle for Zendikar first came out with
Yep.
Wasteland Strangler and Quarantine Field and Stasis Snare. Is that what you're thinking?
So I'm more thinking black white tokens. I'm thinking the thing that is essentially morphed into Esper tokens, and mostly because the only reason that it is morphed into Esper is because Jace is so powerful.
Hmm.
You can filter through all the things that you don't really need, and then you can also play Dispel. Um, I think that uh, the inclusion of more sorceries to get around Dispel is going to force more people to play Negate in the sideboard,
Hmm.
and that I think that especially at the Invitational this weekend, I wouldn't not be surprised if we saw a Negate more often. Did your opponent just play a 5/5 Skyrider Elf?
Yeah. So I'm
All right,
thinking what we
that's
can do
the thing.
is Brood Butcher
You're
it
gonna
and
complete
then complete
disregard it?
disregard it. Yeah.
Wow. Yep. No, that's exactly what I was thinking. What about, hold on. What about first playing Hedron Archive?
See, I don't like that as much because what I also want to do is Brood Butcher the Lifespring Druid.
Okay, I'm more on board with that plan now. So when I say black white tokens or black white control, I'm more thinking shambling vents. I'm thinking silk wraps. I'm thinking Gideon and Obnixilis. I'm thinking Sorin. I'm thinking what is the silk wraps and dragons
Also, our opponent's now at 2.
suspension field. Yeah, that seems like a good thing. I think you might throw this draft, Morgan. Um, taking a quick look at the TCG Player Championship left from last weekend, which had not seen the results from yet.
Yep.
Have you noticed that seven of the eight were Abzan?
I did not notice that, no.
Yeah, no, it's seven of eight Abzan and then one Mardu, which is actually really
Oh,
interesting
I
because
punted there. I should have killed the Beast Caller and then just, yeah, that was bad.
yeah, hmm,
That was bad. Bad, Morgan. Now we know better for next turn.
Morgan Bat, yeah,
Bad at this game.
terrible.
Just kidding. I'm really good at this game.
And with that being said, like there's a ton of Abzan decks within that. Like it's three rally, uh three mid range. Actually, one sorry, one is not a Abzan, one is a Tarka.
So I heard a quote from Adam Yurchik.
Okay,
Quote, I was playing kind of badly, the deck's just that good. Adam Yurchik, by the way, being the person who won the TCG Player
one.
50K
That's
with
yeah,
Abzan
no.
aggro.
All right. I mean, like the cards in his deck are good.
It's
Uh,
consistent, is what it
yeah,
is.
it's yeah. I mean, it's hard to argue with like the consistency that we have in standard right now, which is why it's not fun.
Yeah.
So, again, when you so last weekend, like I said, when I dropped out of that event, like I spent an entire three game Jeskai Black match versus Jeskai Black. Nobody played Jace. Both of us had four Jaces in our deck. It was not a fun match because neither one of us played Jace. Like, and to be fair, like my opponent also felt that it was not fun because he didn't play Jace, and then I felt it was not fun because I didn't play Jace. So, uh, in combination, we both felt it was not fun. because we didn't play Jace. I mean, I wish I was playing four.
All right,
I
you.
really, I really wish that one of my four was not an SDCC Jace.
All right. Well,
Oh wait, it was. Sorry. So, like I clearly I should buy more SDCC Jaces.
you heard it here first, folks. SDCC Jace's new metagame. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for a new draft video like we do every week. Thank you, Kevin, for being on the show with us today. It really added some interesting depth, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed the draft, too. I think that was a very interesting draft where we started out in one color and kind of moved into another based on the Eyeless Watchers and Swarm Searches and so forth. So kind of keep that in mind next time you're drafting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.